everybody, Steve Heumann here with the Geek Report. I'm here with Daniel Logan, better known as the young Boba Fett. What is it like being a part of something that basically transcends genre and transcends everything in Star Wars?
It's amazing, you know. I feel like at 13 years old, I came into it not knowing what Star Wars was. Now, 13 years later, it's awesome to be an ambassador of such an amazing franchise and a story that this man, George Lucas, created.
You know, what I think is wonderful is, you know, they're working on Episode 7 now, and it's going to introduce to even the next generation, and you're still going to be a part of that. I think that's just amazing.
You know, and that's the best thing about George Lucas and the Lucasfilm crew and franchise is that they realize and they acknowledge that there's time periods of people that missed out on Star Wars. So now bringing the Clone Wars back into the world, they didn't miss the children of this generation, which they did of my generation, because Episode 6 and 1, there was 16 years of no Star Wars. Well, now the fact that they brought the Clone Wars, they ain't gonna have that problem in between Episode 3 and number 7 now. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I love Star Wars, and I just can't wait for Star Wars to come back, because as you said, I mean, it is something that kids and adults alike can say, you know what, hey, I remember that I was this age when I went and watched the first Star Wars, you know, and then you can pretty much guess their age of what they are, you know what I mean? Oh, you're 52, or you know, you're 48, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just, Star Wars will live on forever, man.
What have you thought of Salt Lake Comic-Con?
I think this is amazing. I mean, you know, you have conventions all over the world, really. But it comes down to being able to be in your own state. And I mean, yeah, as fans, we all travel, but it's so much costly to just be able to travel to places just to go to a convention. That when it's in your own hometown, you can roll out of bed, you can come down and see these actors that you've been able to admire and watch for years. And you know what? You're able to see some of your neighbors that you might never have seen out before, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you live right down the road, you know, like, you like, yeah. So it gives it gives the community a sense of belonging, and it thickens the strength of, you know, how everybody's so much alike, you know what I mean? And that in our own worlds, we're all individual, you know? We all care about our families, and then we build on from there, right? But it's like sometimes, you know, there's other people out there in the world, you know, that you have the same interest in, you know? And you never know, and you live less than, you know, 20 feet away from the guy.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today.
You're very welcome. I mean, the Geek Report, you always have great things on, so I mean, you know, like Boba would say, keep watching or the bounties will be on you. I'm Daniel Logan for the Geek Report.